Hello, friends. In this video, we will talk about conspiracy theories related to the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. The Romance of the Three Kingdoms is an epic historical novel set during the late Eastern Han Dynasty in China. It was written by Luo Guanzhong in the 14th century and has been adapted into countless films and television shows. And because of that, many people wonder if there are any hidden secrets or conspiracies in this novel. Today, we're going to take a look at 3 conspiracy theories from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Please note that these are just theories, and there is no evidence to support them. Theory number 1, Zhuge Liang was originally from the kingdom of Shu. Many people believe that Zhuge Liang, one of the most brilliant strategists in the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, was actually from the kingdom of Shu. This theory is based on the fact that Zhuge Liang was able to defeat the kingdom of Wei so easily with only 1,000 soldiers, which doesn't make sense given his military skills. The reason why it's difficult to understand is because even though Zhuge Liang was smart, he was not a match for the kingdom of Wei, especially when he was outnumbered. However, after he became Prime Minister of Shu Han, he began to use tactics to weaken the kingdom of Wei. For example, he used the empty city plan to deceive the kingdom of Wei, and he also used the scorched earth policy to prevent the kingdom of Wei from getting supplies. With these tactics, Zhuge Liang was able to defeat the kingdom of Wei even though he was outnumbered. But the question is, how did he come up with these tactics? Some people believe that Zhuge Liang got these tactics from his master, but that's not true. In fact, Zhuge Liang didn't have a master. He was self-taught, and he learned all these tactics on his own. So what does this mean? It means that Zhuge Liang might have known the weaknesses of the kingdom of Wei beforehand, and he knew that they could be exploited. But how did he know that? Well, some people believe that Zhuge Liang might have been from the kingdom of Shu originally, and that's why he knew so much about its weaknesses. Theory number 2, Liu Bei was related to the royal family of the Eastern Han Dynasty. There are many people who believe that Liu Bei, the founder of the kingdom of Shu, was actually a descendant of the royal family of the Eastern Han Dynasty. This theory is based on the fact that Liu Bei was able to get the support of many powerful officials and generals of the Eastern Han Dynasty, such as Huang Zhong and Zhang Fei. These officials and generals were loyal to the Han Dynasty, and they would not have supported Liu Bei if he was not a member of the royal family. Now, let's think about it this way. If Liu Bei wasn't related to the royal family of the Eastern Han Dynasty, why did all those loyalists support him? You might think that they just saw Liu Bei as the lesser of two evils compared to the warlords of the time, but that's not really true. You see, there was another candidate for the throne of the kingdom of Shu, and that was Liu Zhang, the governor of Yizhou. Liu Zhang was also a descendant of the Han Dynasty, and he had the support of powerful officials like Dong He and Pang Xi. But despite this, the officials and generals still chose to support Liu Bei. So why did they do that? Well, some people believe that they chose to support Liu Bei because he was a better leader than Liu Zhang. But that's not really true either. You see, Liu Zhang was actually a good leader. He was intelligent and capable, and he was able to maintain stability in Yizhou despite the chaos of the time. So why did the officials and generals still choose to support Liu Bei? The answer, some people believe, is because Liu Bei was related to the royal family of the Eastern Han Dynasty, and that's why they supported him. Theory number 3, the Three Kingdoms were actually one kingdom. There are many people who believe that the three kingdoms of the era were actually one kingdom divided into 3 parts. This theory is based on the fact that the rulers of the three kingdoms were all descendants of the royal family of the Eastern Han Dynasty. You see, the ruler of the kingdom of Wei was Cao Pi, who was the son of Cao Cao, the founder of the kingdom of Wei, and the ruler of the kingdom of Shu was Liu Bei, who was also a descendant of the Han Dynasty. And finally, the ruler of the kingdom of Wu was Sun Quan, who was also a descendant of the Han Dynasty through his mother. Now, you might say that just because they're all descendants of the Han Dynasty doesn't mean they're part of the same kingdom. But let me ask you this, if they're not part of the same kingdom, then why did they all use the same title? The word Wang is a Chinese character that literally means king, but in this context, it actually means emperor. All three kingdoms use this title, which is very strange because it's clear that they're not part of the same kingdom. If they were, then it would make sense that they would all use the same title. But since they weren't, then why did they all call themselves emperors? Well, some people believe that it's because the three kingdoms were actually one kingdom divided into three parts. If that's true, then it would make sense that they would all use the same title. So what's the evidence for this theory? Well, there's actually quite a bit of evidence. For example, the armies of the three kingdoms all wore similar uniforms and they all used the same weapons. They also all used the same type of currency and they all followed the same laws and customs. In addition to that, the people of the three kingdoms all considered themselves to be part of the Han dynasty, even though the kingdom of Wei was founded by a warlord named Cao Cao. And finally, the rulers of the three kingdoms were all related through marriage. For example, Liu Bei's daughter married Sun Quan, the ruler of the kingdom of Wu, and Cao Pi's sister married the ruler of the kingdom of Shu. Now, if you were to ask me if I believe this theory, I would say that I don't. I think that the three kingdoms were truly separate kingdoms, but I can see why some people believe otherwise. So, what do you think of these conspiracy theories? Do you find them interesting? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Thank you and goodbye.